30 Days of Fury, Jason here in the street, and I want to talk about a subject very close to my heart, and that is mental training and self-motivation. So come with me on the pathway to more success. So, specifically in relation to a guy called David Goggins. Camera lady, keep walking.
Sorry.
When I walk. Specifically in relation to a guy called David Goggins. Now, David Goggins is a former Navy SEAL, and what's special about this guy is he decided to run a 100-mile race in 24 hours for a charity, but he had absolutely no running experience whatsoever. So you're thinking that's insane, right? That was kind of cheating. That's not even the crazy part of the story. It's hard not to fall into the fence. He got to mile 80. He had 2 broken feet. Had really bad shin splints. He was mentally broken. He sat down in a chair and he couldn't get back up again. And his wife said to him, "You're not going to make the time limit. You got like 20 miles to go and you're going to run out of time." Easy one. He got up out of his seat. Not only did he complete the 100 miles, he ran the final miles. 2 broken feet. This guy, David Goggins, I'm going to post a thing in the description. David Goggins credits his mental toughness and his ability to push through with a technique that he calls the cookie jar. Now, the cookie jar is a proverbial container full of all the shitty things that's happened to David Goggins in his life. Oh, stairs. And whenever he goes through a tough time, he dips into this cookie jar, reminds himself of the fact that against all odds he managed to push through and get to the other side. And that inevitably gives him motivation to get through the hell that he's going through right now. "30 Days of Fury" is all about getting out of your comfort zone, pushing yourself further than you thought you could go. So mental training will inevitably play a huge role. Now, I will elaborate further on some of the techniques that I use, because mental training is a really big deal to me. But I will talk about a book called The War of Art, and you guys should read it if you get the opportunity. And it talks about something called resistance. Now, resistance is something that we're all familiar with. It's all the things that stop us from doing anything uncomfortable, anything that is going to help us grow. If you have a deadline, you tell yourself that, oh, you better go and put the washing on, something like that. That's resistance.
Sorry, mate.
It's an obstacle course out here. The whole point of the War of Art is to talk about pushing through that resistance. And this is what David Goggins has done. And this is the technique that David Goggins has given me. So think about your cookie jar. What you're going to put in it. What's going to help you get through. The whole point of me coming outside and walking and jumping on shit while I'm talking about mental toughness is that a lot of people will tell you they've not got enough hours in the day to do things. No excuses. Train anywhere, train at any time. Make it work. You can fucking find something to jump on anyway. "30 Days of Fury, mental toughness. Get it or it'll get you." Here's my cookie jar.